All right, Stan is here and he's telling everybody it wasn't luck. It was a heck of a ball game.
Man, that's all I want to hear.
50-some degrees this morning. Wake
Somebody,
up, everyone.
Yeah, somebody come in, holler War Eagle first thing off, start my Friday morning off. But anyway, congratulations on it. I'm just standing here looking at a great-looking photo of Miss New York. Mrs. New York. She happens to be with us live and in person this morning. I bumped Stan for her. There she is right there. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
Yeah, it could be Miss Chick-fil-A, Matthew.
That's right.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Matthew, Mike, in here, Sandoval, far back. Melissa, how you pronounce your last name now?
Luiso.
Luiso. So your husband's not from around here, I don't imagine.
No.
Yeah, he'd been the only one in the phone book.
Probably, right?
Formerly Miss Melissa Brewer from Athens, Alabama. She's Mrs. New York. We'll talk with her in just a little bit. Of course, we have Mr. North Alabama Stan McDonald in here also this morning. Mr. Auburn night. Hey, good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us. As you know, this is Athens in the AM on a Friday morning edition of Cooper Company Live. And the kitchen, as always, brought to you by Hometown Market. 5 locations right here in North Alabama in our viewing area. Y'all go by and shop with them. Plus, there's a big fashion show going on tomorrow, and we've got the gals in here going to tell us all about that in just a moment too. Am I modeling, or did y'all ever work that deal out? I didn't know. Y'all don't have men's clothing though. They'll do that more recently. It's all women, right? Yes. Yeah. All right, so I may model anyway. Just give them something new to talk about over there. We're going to talk about Stan in a little bit too. We're going to talk some football because, you know, tomorrow's next week's a short week. Thanksgiving's on Thursday this year, in case y'all didn't know that.
Always.
So we'll be getting ready for the big Iron Bowl. Stan will fill us in on all that too. He was there, and I heard from him last Saturday afternoon, Mike, as I was throwing up.
So
I cannot believe it. You know, but hey, it's going to be the best. I guess you've been to every Iron Bowl, haven't you?
There's not many out there.
I know. Stan's got a freaking memory like an elephant. He can tell you about every play about one. All right, let's get this party started on a Friday morning. Here's Gloria to tell you about a changing weather forecast.
Changing would be correct. In fact, 70% chance of showers today, so get the umbrella, keep it close, just in case you need it today, or more than likely you will need it today. 55, 56 degrees out there already. We're going to see temperatures around 66, low of 47, partly cloudy skies today, a little bit of rain possibly in the morning, high temperatures, well, 30% chance of rain tomorrow, 50 for that high. Look at that low of 26, so cooler temperatures, or colder temperatures rather, definitely come with the change in the weather. The rest of the weekend or Sunday, not bad. 43 when you get to leave on that Sunday morning, Melissa. And of course, the rest of the week, a little bit of rain with colder temperatures staying. Let's talk about Thanksgiving meal because everyone knows I don't cook, so we've got to have a fabulous meal from Lawler's. This is on Hobbs Street. Don't forget that. 232-2677. Make sure you get your orders in for all of the Thanksgiving meal and accessories that go with that, or side items anyway. And let's also talk about a bike ride. They're so wonderful. 15th annual Christmas November Toy Run. This takes place, of course, this Saturday. You can look up the Motorcycle Club for more additional information or contact us and we'll pass it on. There's the information. And 412-859.
At least he doesn't jump on my leg, Matthew. I know you got Mike over there laughing. Melissa, it's an honor to have you back up here again.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
How's your mom and daddy?
They're doing great.
Yeah.
I have to say it's changed so much around here. So it's so great.
Growth.
It is. And that shows that there's a lot of positive things going on in the community.
But I have to say, Melissa, right before we came on the air, she said some things haven't changed. We were talking about you.
And?
Some things stay the same.
Speaking of change, I'm going to break this news to y'all right now. I just heard this yesterday, doggone it. Texaco, right here on the corner, Stan, is closing. CVS bought that piece of property. They're tearing down the Texaco and the cleaners behind it. Now, I don't know if that's official or not, but I'm telling y'all because I heard it here from Tom McAllister. Tom, giving you a shout out. But yeah, they're tearing that down, going to build a CVS there, like they need another spot to be. But I guess, like Melissa just said, this is a hot place to be.
It is.
CVS trying to buy you out too, Matthew. You're on a corner.
If they had enough money, we could definitely talk about it.
No, don't let Chick-fil-A go. We miss that. I don't know why you guys aren't in New York.
Yeah, Matthew.
Well,
I'm talking to my friends who's flying from Alaska to LA, and he's texting me pictures of Chick-fil-A. I'm like,
they got one in Alaska?
No, he flies down
Matthew's
to LA.
been to every one of
In
them.
LA they have one, so he's
No.
like, look what I'm having, and he takes a picture and texts it to me.
Matthew,
Torture.
get me on the list with Mr. Cat. Get me the franchise in New York, and we can work with Melissa up
There
there.
you go, see?
They're working on New York. It'll happen eventually. It's just there's a lot of things that are different. You know,
Very.
It's
Well, like what?
Well, the property, for one, you
say-
get about this much.
You saying a morning show like this, Mike, would not go over and up in New York City?
We didn't say a morning
Absolutely.
show.
Huh?
Absolutely it would. But everyone loves to talk. And you know, New York gets a bad rap.
Are they up at
because
6?
Yeah, well, they're on the trains by like 5:30, 5:45.
Oh, they'll
because
miss
see,
you
their
then.
mornings start and they're in the offices by like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
I don't like to work a whole hour a day. Speaking of restaurants, Matthew, I got to give a shout out to our old neighbors over in Huntsville, Alabama. They're probably real struggling to make it. Steve Johnson and his dad, Jack Johnson. Johnson,
McDonald's.
they own all the McDonald's in Huntsville and Madison County. Stan, you know them?
I do not.
They're not Auburn fans. Anyway, tomorrow morning they've got a ribbon cutting at 10 o'clock over in Meridianville for the first McDonald's to be open 24 hours a day.
At least here.
Yeah, and one of the comments says, I don't know why they're opening it there. They roll up the curbs over there at sundown in Meridianville, but 24 hours a day in Meridianville, Highway 431, Matthew.
Well,
Yeah.
You'll stay open 24 hours a day in Athens?
no.
He's putting the challenge
well,
over.
they, they've got the business out there. Every community is different. So, but yeah, a lot of places do in small towns. Things stop about 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
Guess what's located, Mike, across the street?
What?
Windmill Beverages. And it stays open later than most of them. So the Windmill Beverage across the street.
So they're going for those few that are still out shopping.
So yeah,
Well,
24-hour day
hot dogs
McDonald's.
and chicken McNuggets, right?
Ain't that
Not
kind of
Chick-fil-A,
unusual?
McDonald's.
I know.
24 hours.
Yeah.
24
Well, in a
hours.
small town, sometimes it is because, like I said, really, I mean, around here, usually you can tell at 8 o'clock, 8:30, it starts to slow
All
down.
right, I know neither one of y'all three probably watched the show yesterday. Is that correct?
No.
Are you saying you did
I
or
was
didn't?
awake,
No,
though.
that
You
would be
missed the
correct.
show?
That would be correct.
All right, I'm going to give y'all a quiz that Abby correctly answered yesterday. What is the newest word, girls? Y'all are available in this too. What's the newest
Us
word that was
girls
out?
know this.
Is declared word of the year for 2013.
I know what it is.
Selfie.
Yeah, myself.
Why is everybody getting it? Now Mike's the smart one up here.
Because he's looking at all us girls selfies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
No.
saw that. It was in the newspaper where they actually, Webster's Dictionary.
A selfie.
Selfie.
It's now a word.
do you take a selfie? I don't know how to do it. So I always cut my head off or something. I can't ever frame it up
It's
right.
not that you don't like to, it's that you do it wrong.
Now you're complaining.
How many years?
Oh, 4:15.
All right, let me set this up where Stan can hear us. Yes, you're a Bama fan. You're a Bama fan.
I'm politically correct.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right. We're watching.
I got in trouble for that one
Stan was
time.
at the game, so I'm going to text that. I'm watching the Auburn game. It's a beatdown. It's 37-17. I turned the TV off, so I'm going to watch something else. You know, Auburn's going to beat them 30 points. Flip back over later because I saw a score on the bottom of another thing I was watching. Well, Aaron Morgan's about to score. Well, that's a little controversial. Did he actually cross the goal line? I'm sure you'll fill me in that he didn't, but, you know. Touchdown. Auburn's got this game won. Were you watching it, Matthew?
I was watching it.
I actually saw it.
What was your reaction when they hit that pass?
Oh, well,
Lucky.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lucky catch.
Well,
I mean,
What'd you say, Mike?
Same thing.
Melissa even watched
I saw the game. Yeah, we actually had it on, and right at the end, when he touched
Yeah,
the ball and
that's-
it went out and grabbed it, I was like, the stars
Fell
were
into his
lined up
hands.
for them. I mean, that's all it was. I mean, you have to, even when the Giants are playing, come on, and something like that happens. Like, by the way, we're a Giants fan.
Good luck with that one, too.
And and I have to tell you a
Well,
story.
they won, what, 4 in a row?
The 2 Super Bowls that they won. The first year I was pregnant with my son.
Were you
and
there?
We won. I was at the game. My husband went to the second one, this last one. And I was pregnant with Sophia. They're doing horrible starting out. I was like, they are the worst team. This is so bad. He's like, oh, this is terrible. I'm like, no, they're going to win the Super Bowl. You don't understand. Every time I'm pregnant, they're going to win. And he's like, no.
Yeah, you
we
beat
go
my-
to the Super Bowl, we win. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, they're never winning again because I'm never having another baby. So
Yeah,
they're all gone.
you beat my Patriots. They had a chance to go undefeated that year.
Yeah,
Dang it.
yeah, I know.
She was pregnant. It
I was
the stars.
pregnant.
Speaking of good football games, if I can stay up till 7:30 Sunday night, the Patriots are hosting the Broncos in New England, and they said temperature at kickoff is supposed to be 22 degrees.
Oh yeah, our low for when we get in on Sunday is 19 degrees.
Wow.
19.
It ain't gonna be that cold here, is it?
She has seen her share of snow, let's just say that, since
Oh,
moving
yeah.
from Alabama.
Hey, boys, we're only on 49-point favorite this weekend over the Moxicans of Chattanooga.
Wow, that's it, huh?
It's a warm up, you know.
Gee,
Have you
why
got the
show
new
up?
Sports Illustrated yet?
I have not.
Got AJ on it, King Crimson.
I saw that on Facebook.
I hope that's not a jinx, Stan. I think it is. Yeah. Might have known you would say that. In just a moment, you have any kids in school yesterday? That big alert?
No, sir.
Was
At
that
least
not
they did their job, though, trying to
They
keep
did a
everyone
great, the
safe.
big bomb scare yesterday turned out to be $3,000 worth of marijuana from Mexico. Ooh. But
But it could have been something.
it could have been something. And they did a great job shutting everything down, but I guess they'll trace that and then try to find out where it came from and
someone's
then
in trouble.
bust somebody.
$3,000, you're going to go to jail over that.
Evidently, what'd they do? Hook it to put it on the train somehow, Mike? Was that what
They had it attached to the train somehow, and the rumors just, exploded. They were actually saying that the Daikin plant in Japan had the same thing attached. That's how things were going.
They hurt for pot. They only getting the $3,000 worth from Mexico.
That's a
Now, had the whole truck, rail car been filled with bales of it, I could see something going on.
That's awful, though. How much did that cost to actually...
I don't know, but it showed that they were very good in doing a
Shut
good
down the
job on
cities.
the alert and everything. So, Matthew, would you like to add anything else?
No, man, I'm just here just to just find out the news from you. That's what I come here for.
Well, you're going to fight. Speaking of news, State Trooper yesterday was found not guilty here in Athens.
Yet another controversy
Trooper, yeah, another
in
controversy with
Limestone
the DA. Speaking of the DA, Rex Davis, my buddy, has sent in a letter that will be in the News Courier this weekend, criticizing our local district attorney,
for
Brian
calling out
Jones.
Judge Woodruff.
Yeah, over the Judge Woodruff deal. So that's what I was trying to tell you about the other day, Stan.
Never ending.
While you were celebrating the Auburn victory.
He's still celebrating.
All right, Melissa, now what's your next move? And I know Gloria's going to do a big interview with you here in a second. So where do you head from here? I mean, what else you got in planned?
Well, I just won in October 27th, and very excited. Took me many years to get to this point, but the difference from where I was previously to where I am now is I have a goal and a purpose of promoting autism and food allergies, which is when we had to talk.
I also want to go back in time a little bit and say Melissa did my show in '48 when she was a member of another girls' team back. Golly, that's got to be sometime in the mid-'90s. You were still in school, Matthew.
You've been involved
the early, like the
You've
early
been involved
90s.
with modeling and things like that.
Since I was 4.
Yeah.
Well, you were older than that when you were 16 or 17 when you were on the show.
Yeah,
here,
no, let's
didn't
hope
think
so,
I got some
right?
sort of perv or nothing. But thank you.
But I go on to the Mrs. America in August next
All
year, so I'll
right.
have a year. And in the meantime, my actual next goal is I'm raising money to start it's a fund, and it's going to be called the Michael Luiso Fund for Hope after my son, and it's to raise money for the National Autism Association Fair.
Great.
And I'm wanting to raise about $40,000 to $50,000 worth of money for scholarships for children with autism wishing to go into college.
You can go into that in full detail here in just a
Super.
moment. But now, yesterday, when I told the story, and this is the lady I was talking about yesterday when I said we were giving a tour through our house 4 or 5 years ago. And there was a picture of Cassidy, my 22-year-old son. He was about 7 or 8 years old with you. And somebody walked through and they said, "Is that your ex-wife?" I said, "No, if it was, I'd still be married to her." We got to take a break. Somebody's blowing a horn outside and Zorro's going nuts in here. So we'll take a break. We'll come back in just a second. Y'all hang on.
It's probably my mom's car.